We have a Consumer 10 alert for you tonight when it comes to home improvements. It's a big box battle among stores that offer everything.
Sure, they want your business and you can do it yourself, or you can hire one of them to do it for you. But as it turns out, you don't necessarily get a company employee, one of them. Sometimes you get a subcontractor. And as 10 TV's Kurt Ludlow reports, a surprising number of customers aren't satisfied when that work is done.
Pat Butter's backyard fence dispute.
There are more loose posts back here.
Has lasted so long, the seasons have changed.
This is a prime example of the shoddiness of this fence.
In January, she called her expensive new fence a costly mistake.
The whole thing shakes.
And things were shaky from the moment the work began.
And my complaint began when the third post went in. That's when I should have stopped them. Right then and there, I should have stopped them on the job.
Regretfully, she says, she let them work, and the result speaks for itself. The fence is bowed. Posts are different heights. There are jagged cuts, wormholes in the wood, one bored the width of a thumbnail, and whatever you call this.
And had they bothered to take the time to lay things out, to measure them properly, they could have avoided that tree.
She bought the fence at a big-name home improvement store, and it was installed by their subcontractor. When her complaints weren't resolved, she went to the Ohio Attorney General. She's not alone. Hundreds of Central Ohioans have similar stories, like the Newark man who ordered a new roof, promptly canceled the order, then came home one day to find a sub had installed the roof anyway. The Powell woman who was quoted $2,000 for a new floor, but was told by the sub after the work began it would cost 3 times more. The Reynoldsburg man who says a home improvement store's fence company mismeasured his yard, leaving a 24-foot gap, then demanded more money to complete the job.
It was our first home project.
Miriam Abbott used one home improvement store to renovate her kitchen in 2002. 4 years later, she hired a new contractor to make some changes. They discovered the soffit installed in '02 wasn't anchored to anything.
So it was essentially just floating overhead by the grace of God, and in time eventually would come crashing down on us.
They also found an improperly installed water line under the crawl space that had been leaking for 3 years. 4 months after complaining, the company sent her a gift card for her troubles.
Yeah. You could just see the bubbles on the seams.
Ginger Sermel's floor is perfect now, but the subcontractor who installed it the first time,
this is unacceptable,
didn't seem to know what he was doing. And the home improvement store eventually agreed.
When they said, we're going to come out, pull up your whole floor, and replace everything. And of course, my first reaction is, at whose cost? And they said, no cost to you.
It was a 7-month ordeal that ended with a partial refund.
I am completely satisfied.
As for Pat Butters,
I've been arguing with them for 2 years, so.
Her dispute continues.
It has been absolutely, positively exhausting.
They're locked in a stalemate. The company says it can't satisfy Pat. She says she's stuck with a faulty fence and a $7,800 charge on the company's credit card.
Absolutely. There's no way I'm going to pay for this mess.
Well, the Ohio Attorney General says before you hire any contractor for home improvements, you should check their references. Here are some other tips. Make sure the company is licensed, insured, and bonded. Find out who will ultimately be responsible if you're not satisfied. Very important. And check the Attorney General's office and the Better Business Bureau for complaints. You can get more info on all of this on the Consumer 10 page of our website, 10tv.com. Bottom line, do your homework. Kurt Ludlow, 10 TV News.
Great advice, Kurt. Thank you.